All right, we are live. I am trying to figure out this OBS software here, so thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. The Colts game starts in about 15 minutes. Here we go. Check this out on my phone. All right, it is working. See, there is a little bit of a delay. Program scene. Okay. Hello? And thank you guys for joining me on this episode. I'm trying to get the Colts game up here. Bear with me for 1 second and we will be rolling. This stuff situated so it's not. All right, all right, all right, all right. Just got this pop filter on here. Really smooth out this microphone here. All right, well, let's bring up some Colts stats. Let's start talking about the Colts. Alrighty. Have all this stuff working here. On this new thing, I can't see how many people. So if you comment, we will talk about the Colts game. Got about 10 minutes till it starts up. I'm trying to get some last things going here. I just am downloading this new software to make these live streams better. It's a work in progress, my friends. Like I say, I am a fan. But I want to share this however I can do this. All right, I got to get the TV going here on the right channel so we know what channel we're on. Okay. All right. So, this game, I'll tell you, this game has been ping-ponging in my brain. Oh, God, these groups, they don't... Sorry, just sending a message here. All right, I got this chat pulled up. How does this work? Ginger Stash Golf. That is myself. Checking to see if this is all working. Microphone. Okay. I'll tell you something crazy about these live streams is like if you have the TV on for one minute, it will copyright the entire thing for like I had my laptop set up and I turned it around and it was pointing towards the TV for a second and it copyrighted the entire live stream because of that. The game is on Fox today. Giving away. All right. Just typing a message in there into the chat. We are giving away a jersey. Oh, we got Mark Sanchez on the game today. All right. Well, I won't be listening to too much of him, but where else can I post this? Hey, I got this live stream going right now, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine. Just turn it on your TV onto that thing, and you'll see me sitting there. Just type in a message, and yeah. Bye. Love you. Comment on the video. Just waiting. The game should be starting here in about 5 minutes. But I'm just doing a few last things. Okay. Okay. Oh, Kristen Ludwig on here. No relation to myself. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say today. Oh, well, that's interesting. How does it sound with the pop filter? Sounds better? The microphone's not so piffy anymore. So, slowly but surely, we are learning about audio equipment. Waiting for the game to start here. My computer screen is on like 0. Hey, Lydia, Daddy loves you. I see you there. You better have a good nappy, Pappy. Yeah, I got this new OBS software that I'm using for this, so see how it goes. It's a little bit better than the YouTube, just using the YouTube app. This kind of gives me some stuff I can put on the screen, and it's gonna take me a while to figure this out. All right, here we go. Colts Saints here. Home game. They got to win this game. The Saints are reeling. They are on the ropes. The Colts have got to take them down. And I will tell you, like all of the channels I watch, I've watched this Justin Afino he is more and more. I like his videos. Bring the Juice. If you guys watch that out there, also really great Colts content. I like those guys, like just how they present it in like more of a like everyday man type of fashion. Not, but thank you for joining me on Indiana Sports Connection. Something I am working on right now is getting media credentials and all of that type of stuff so we can go to the Colts training facility and stuff like that next year and get a little closer to some of the action, because this is your fans' perspective. I'm not a journalist, and you know what I'm finding out more and more? Most people that do this stuff on YouTube are not journalists, because who goes to school for a journalism degree except for lawyers? All right, the Saints are kicking it off. Happy Halloween, everybody, in a couple days. These are always one of the best games to go to. If you go to the stadium, I've went a couple of times to the Halloween game, and it is really one of the most fun games to walk around, to be at Lucas Oil Stadium, because everybody is dressed up, and it is a riot game to be at. Always one of the more fun games to be at. If it's a home game, the week of Halloween, I would say, no matter who they're playing, it's just one of the more entertaining games. 1st and 10 for the Colts. Minshew goes with the handoff. Taylor going towards the edge. Gets taken down after about a gain of 5 yards. That's a good look for Taylor. Last week, Jonathan Taylor looked more and more like the player that we want to see out there. Like, he's getting his feet wet and he's getting right back into it. And Taylor is definitely playing. He's in the prime, and he looks like he's playing the best he's ever played right now. So Minshew and the RPO, quick handoff, and goes out to the right side to Pittman, and it hits off of his hands. Incomplete. I can probably, if I am ahead of most people on this live stream, I don't think I am, because it's delayed. I'm checking it on my phone. It's delayed about 30 seconds in between me recording it here and it actually getting to you. So I should be behind you on my play calls. What you can do is, if I'm like way behind you, is just what I do is pause my TV for a few seconds. All right. Well, the Colts are going to punt. 4th and 4 here, and the Colts are going to punt. Receives the punt at about the 18-yard line, goes upfield about 4 or 5 yards. They get him about the 23, 24-yard line. So the Saints coming out on the field with Carr. Pressure up the middle is going to be critical of this game. The Colts have to get pressure up the middle if they want to have success in this game today. Right, Kamara runs the ball up the middle. He gets about nothing there. 2nd and 10 for the Saints. Good job smashing up into the gaps and stopping that run right there. All right, 2nd and 10. He's in shotgun. No running back in the backfield. Drops back, throws short pass, back shoulder throw to the left side. Thomas catches it for a gain of about 15 yards. That was an easy pitch and catch. Almost knocked it down for the Colts, but gets it out there on the perimeter, and now they are at the 42-yard line. Colts got to get pressure. That was a nice tackle by, Zaire Franklin. Just buried Kamara in the middle of the field on that check down. If you are new here, comment over here. All right, Kamara runs the ball up the left, goes to the left side, gets about 4 yards, and then gets hit. Taken down about third. He got about 6 on that. 3rd and 4 right here. Big down for the Colts. Want to get off the field. Do not like these opening drives that go for touchdowns, and they want to stop this one right here. Yep, over his head and incomplete. The Colts getting the ball back. Throws it to Thomas. It looked like he kind of fell down there a little bit, but I don't know what he was, kind of tripped over his big toenail there or the 50-yard line, but he was just kind of thrown over his head. Yeah, he just didn't. He kind of got a little bit just wobbly legged when he didn't really have to jump for that ball. So I don't know what. Nonetheless, he missed the catch, and the Colts are getting the ball back. So at a commercial break here, Colts getting the ball back. Would love to see a touchdown scoring drive here. I'm not sure how these Facebook groups work that much. Like, all right, well, the Saints are having some kind of a meeting over here on the sideline. Not really sure. All right. Well, Taylor almost got away. He ends up getting like, there's just like a big pile in the middle, and then Taylor like busts out of there and starts running out to the left side. What happened here? He disappeared. Yep, he like ran up behind Kelly and Nelson and then just bounced it to the outside. Pretty good shot. 2nd and 4. That was a good first down run. Play action pass. Nope. Taylor right up the middle gets a first down, and he's plowing forward. The Saints don't seem to remember how to tackle on this play, and Jonathan Taylor just keeps plowing ahead. Gardner Minshew 1 for 2 for 2 yards. I'm glad Fox put that stat up there because I was really curious how many yards he'd thrown for on those 2 passes. Josh Downs in motion, and they give it to Taylor up the middle. And the Saints, once again, the Saints don't seem like they know how to tackle anybody, and Taylor goes down inside the 20, and the Colts are in business now, ready inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. He really hit and rolled on the tackle, but the Saints, they aren't tackling anybody. And let's face it, the Honey Badger, he just got absolutely... Yeah, Matthew, he got absolutely, I was going to say bamboozled on that play, but Taylor just put his foot in the ground and ran right by him. A key matchup to watch in this game today, Lattimore, the cornerback for the Saints, on Pittman. That is going to be a key matchup in this game. And also, Baker, the Colts cornerback, on Chris Olave, seeing how Olave or Thomas, if Baker, because the Colts secondary is, they are not an experienced group today. Let's just say that. The Colts are in business at the 18-yard line. Minshew drops back, throws it out to Pittman on the left side of the bubble screen. He's about 3-4 inches short of the first down. Got really close. Pittman's fighting to try to get to that first down. And good job by Minshew. Good job by the blockers. Mallory getting out there and really. All right, and the Colts 4th and 1. Now they got a bad spot. I thought they were a lot closer. They got about a full yard, maybe 3/4 of a yard here to go. I think they're going to take the 3 points, though, in this game. I can't see why they would go for it here. The Saints are not a team that is really putting people on the ropes with their offense. So take the 3 points, get out of there on this one, because flag on the play. What happened here? Sorry, somebody's texting me here about the game. So I would like anybody, if you want to come on here, it does more beneficial for me if you leave comments on the video, because that's what screen I'm looking at, and don't send me text messages on my phone. False start on the Saints. And the Colts are going to get a first down because of a... They're showing the replay right now. .440 penalty yards. The Saints, 440 penalty yards entering week 8, the most in the NFL. Okay. Come on, Colts. Like, you got a second chance here to put this ball in for the touchdown. We got to make this happen right here. Pittman out on the right side. Touchdown, Colts. First play. Pittman, oh, I thought he hurt his shoulder. All right, he looks okay. Touchdown, Colts, right on that play, and heck yes. Colts are in business. That feels good. Okay, Pierce was kind of the decoy. Shane Steichen has some of the best play calls right down around the goal line. Like that right there was like Pierce was on the outside and he took his guy inside, and moving Pittman around like that and having him as kind of like that flanker right there, it's just really hard because he's so big and athletic. And, I mean, you're not going to be able to get like a press on him when he lines up in that position and goes in motion. So, using motion, Shane Steichen looks like a genius with the Colts so far this season. Turn this light off completely. All right. Well, Colts got touchdown. Okay, well, I just did something on here and I don't know what happened. How do I... Okay, I lost my chat box. I don't know what happened there. All right, Saints get the ball. And they are going deep on the very first play down the field. And that was number 32. A couple of these guys. Number 38, Brown. Not familiar with him. There are some guys from the practice squad that might be playing some corner in this game. Kenny Moore is still playing in the nickel. Some people thought in this game maybe they might move him to the outside, but he is more valuable in the nickel for the Colts because he's like part linebacker and part corner, and he does a great job of covering up the middle of the field. And Kenny Moore has played fantastic this season. So Carr back to throw, and he connects with, is that Chris Olave? That is Thomas, number 13. So Thomas gets about past the 50 on this throw. Just one of those across the middle throws. He had time to do it. Yep, Kamara came in and really stopped the pass rush right there. Oh, and the Saints run the ball on first down, get nowhere. So 2nd and 10 for the Saints. Great job covering that up by the Colts. Okay. All right, Carr back to throw. Throws it out to the flat, and he gets about 8 yards. So it's going to be like 3rd and like about 2. Let's see where they spot this. 3rd and 1. All right, they got to cover up this run. They're probably going to run the ball 2 times here. I can't see them not going for this on 4th down if they don't get this one. All right, well, Carr, no, it's that Hill guy comes in and takes it himself, and he gets down to about the 19 now. God, that's tough on short yardage because this guy's, hopefully, maybe there's a holding. Nope. Well, Taysom Hill came in on 3rd down there and ran it for a 1st down. So, looks like the Colts are going to do in this game maybe what they did in the Browns game is not play as good a defense, and we're going to have like another shootout against the bad team. Derek Carr has looked so confused. If we can't get some pressure on him and get him sacked in this game, we are going to be in big trouble. And this guy runs in for the touchdown. Like, what were you doing? In the center of the field, nothing. No pressure. The coverage was terrible. And I think we are going to have ourselves another one of these games. Yep. Carr just eyes up. Leonard just can't play. Like right there, he just did not put his head in there to make a hit or anything. And he almost looks like he's just moving so slow. What is going on with him? At a commercial right here.
In all something like that and you can't find it, all you got to do is go up to view, go to docs, and then you just select whichever one you want. So if you want to pop up the Twitch, you can pop that up. If you want to pop up the stats like I have it down here, you can select that and show that and do all that and get it situated how you need it to be situated. So that is how you find whatever doc that you X off of, or just simply don't know what happened to it. That's how you can find it. View docs, select it, choose whatever you want. You can even choose over here and select different things as far as getting rid of some of the stuff over here as well. So we in docs, then you can choose all different ones right here. You can even choose a custom browser doc right here. So as you can see right here, I have my Twitch right there, I have my YouTube chat right here. And so all I gotta do is just paste the URL for that actual chat box in here and then hit apply. And then all I gotta do is just display it. And then you can drag them over to where you want them, put them on whatever side and stuff. But obviously I don't need them like that. And this will help you out at least. And like button is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I cannot find my chat box here. I don't know what happened.
And so I'm going to show you exactly how to add them.
This does not make any sense. Okay. Source. All right. Well, Colts getting the ball back. 7-7, 3:44 left in the game, and the Colts have got a lot of work to do here. This guy, this Alvin Kamara guy, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got like a ring through his nose. A lot of silver teeth. And a lot of hair. All right, Minshew, 1st and 10 with a little pass, gets about 4 yards to Pittman. This is what we're going to see out of Minshew. Just don't let the rush get there. Take the short throws. The running game is killer. That's going to be where I've always thought New Orleans, the past 5 years, I mean, they've had a really great pass rush. I mean, they've really given Tom Brady a hard time the few years he was at Tampa Bay in those games. All right, Minshew over the middle to Downs. Josh Downs. Definitely the rookie of the year for the Colts is Josh Downs. This guy, I knew when he was at North Carolina. I watched a couple of games with him and Drake May, and he's just so shifty, and he's got really good hands, and that is just a nice play by him, getting into the middle and getting that. All right, flea flicker, and Minshew's going deep to Alec Pierce, and he misses it. Oh my God, he was grabbing onto his left arm. Like, yeah, there the flag comes in at the end. I mean, Pierce reached up with one arm to grab the ball, but I think the Lattimore had his left wrist. So right there, that's their best corner, Cody Lattimore, and Pierce had a step on him, and I believe he was gonna catch that ball. I gotta see the replay really though to really know. Okay, there was holding on the play and pass interference. So they declined the holding and accepted the pass interference. Oh, Winfrey comes into the game. Number 9. So he must be doing an end around. Something's going on. Yeah, both Pierce and Pittman. That's a, I don't know. I always call that the turtle shell pattern on Madden. That like up, in, and then out. Taylor fighting for yards on first down. Gets about 3. Not terrible. Both of these teams coming into this game at 3-4. And desperate for a win. I don't see either one of these teams. It seems like a plateau game for both of these teams because I don't think either one of these teams gets back to 500 if they lose this game. Maybe New Orleans could do it. I don't see the Colts winning like 3 games in a row all year just because of their inconsistencies at the quarterback position. It's just hard to win 3 games in a row because a lot of stuff can happen in these games. Josh Downs on a short little pass picks up about 6-7 yards. It's going to be third down and about 1.5 yards. No, they're bad spot there. They get spot. So it's 3rd and 2 now. Looked like he was up a little bit further, but arguing about the spot all the time is kind of like arguing balls and strikes. Taylor gets out in the perimeter on the left side and gets down to about the 10-yard line. Great run by Taylor. On 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, they run it to the outside with Taylor. It's kind of a misdirection. They do the fake to Winfrey. So like Winfrey comes in the game as a decoy, and then Taylor runs it out to the left side. Shane Steichen, love the misdirection on his play calls. Minshew with the RPO to Taylor, and then Pittman catches it on the left side at about the 2-yard line and rolls like, I was going to say, because I watched Gabby's Dollhouse with my daughter, so he's rolling like that cat on the show, if you are familiar with that. Minshew gives it to Taylor up the middle, and everybody's up the middle just waiting for him, so I thought Taylor looking a little bit different today. He's wearing white shoes. I don't know. I think he normally wears black high tops, but I'm still trying to get this chat box back up. We're at a commercial break here. All right. Well, the Colts are in business here. Starting the second quarter now. 3rd and 1. We got to just run this maybe around the edge because they're really piling up in the middle. Minshew, get rid of it. What are you like? Man, they should have handed that to Zach Moss because the center was wide open. Minshew might have hurt his leg or something. I don't know what he's doing. See, that right there for the referees, that was thrown out of the back of the end zone. The Colts, I cannot believe that not get a touchdown on that. I mean, he got like second. Shoot. And the play clock went to 0, so. All right, another commercial here. 10-7 Colts. The field goal was good, so like that play just it's like he had those guys were not able to get open in that short of a time, and Minshew was just a little bit. All right, New Orleans has the ball starting at the 25, 1st and 10 for them. He throws it out to the left side, and it bounces right off of his hands. Threw it out to Kamara, and like the bubble screen. The Saints, when I watched the Saints last week or the week before, when they played the Jaguars on Thursday Night Football, in the first half, they looked all kinds out of sorts. And, I mean, they just could not move the ball. It was a game where Al Michaels and Kurt Herbstreit literally just ran out of things to talk about because they looked so bad in the first half. Runs it with Kamara on the RPO, up the middle, and he gets about 4, 3rd down, and 6 to go now. We're right at the beginning of the second quarter here, folks. It's 7-10, and Carr back to throw, and he fumbled it. Get a ball. Get the ball. Come on, Colts got it. Colts have got it. Have it. I didn't see anybody for the Saints. Woo! Well, that Ndangbo came out of there with it. DeForest Buckner looked like a giant bear mauling a man on that play. Great job. Buckner just hammered him from the back. Oh, my God. Like, he just, like, put a shoulder, like, right into his, like, and just Derek Carr, like, that's one, like, that's a Gardner Minshew turnover right there. It's just, that's one where he didn't, like, really feel the pressure, and he wasn't really holding the ball close enough to his body to. But the Colts are in business now. They get the ball right back. Quentin Nelson is, like, fighting with the Shepherd guy, like, out in the. He literally. Quentin Nelson just blocked his guy like 6-7 yards, like off the line of scrimmage right on that play. Yeah, there's another guy. Again, like with Grover Stewart out. I mean, this guy not seen play much either. Some of the rotational defensive tackles I need to become more familiar with, that's for sure. Minshew goes deep with it and just can't connect. Going to Ogletree. Just a quick drop. But 3rd and 9 now coming up for the Colts. That's tough. Minshew's a little bit out there. Yeah, Ogletree. I don't know. That guy looked like it would be a ticky-tack foul, but couldn't haul it in. Minshew, 8 of 11, 49 yards in this game so far. Minshew drops back. And is that Downs? Did he bring that in? If that is a catch, that is a great hands by Downs on the sideline. And this guy, even when he was in college, this guy was so good at knowing where his feet were, just his awareness. That is something that is highly, highly underrated in football, is awareness. They're throwing the challenge flag. The Colts got that, so they're going to lose a timeout, and they're going to lose their challenge on that because this guy's an idiot. Boom. At a commercial break right now. This is going to be another nail biter. First and 10 for the Colts. Hands it up the middle to Moss. That Moss, like Taylor's been running the ball so well so far. Kind of forgetting a little bit about Moss. Great catch by Downs. Gets the toe down before the forearm. This guy has unbelievably great hands. I tell you, I loved watching him in college too. A few games I watched. Minshew in the shotgun. 2nd and 5 here. Hands it off to Moss. And face mask. Colts are going to get a first down out of that. Face mask on this play. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for joining me. I am giving away Colts tickets or a jersey coming up at 200 subscribers, but this is a brand new channel. I have a few other YouTube channels, but I've been a lifelong Colts fan. See what happened here. They're showing the replay just now. Moss, and yep. He didn't have to do that at all. That's the kind of play you just hate to see because it's like, yeah, Downs is a rookie of the year for sure. Thank you so much for joining me here. All right. Moss. Fighting for yards. Gets down to about the 1. Just a little bit more than a yard here. Colts give it. And he reaches over. Touchdown for the Colts. I think they show the down the line view, but it looks like he got in touchdown for the Colts. See the replay just to confirm. Zach Moss. It's nice having 2 running backs like this. I mean, now bring him in, give JT a little bit of a rest and you don't even miss really anything. He's just a different type of runner. All right, Colts score, 11:27 left in the second. All right, commercial break. I got to hit the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back. But pleased with what I'm seeing so far. Defense has to keep it up. The only thing that's in my mind is thinking about the Jacksonville game, how the Saints came back against the Jaguars, and they are capable of that. I talked about it in my show this week. Carr loves to play in the hurry up. He's way more effective when they get in the hurry up. And so we're probably going to see some of that here when we get down closer to halftime. But Carr is really good from the hurry up. Alrighty. But that was a great job by the Colts capitalizing on that turnover. Something we've not really done. Like, you go back to the Jacksonville game, it was like we turned the ball over a bunch. Same in the Browns game. They capitalized on our turnovers, scored 17 direct points off of those turnovers. When a team turns the ball over and you can make them pay, it's so much of the momentum, everything. All right, Colts are kicking it off. Out of the back of the end zone, Saints will start at the 25-yard line. All right, 1st and 10 for the Saints. He's going to throw. He gets about a 9-yard gain, pretty close to the first down. And that is Thomas. That Thomas is one guy. I mean, he's been injured in the past few years, but he has caught like 140 passes, I think, in a few seasons when Drew Brees was there. So, as far as a guy that knows zone defenses and how to get open in zone defenses, he is one of them. Carr under center here, and he hands it off. Flag comes out early. That was a false start. That's a false start on the Saints. Saints are the most penalized team. They just put that stat up a little while ago. Yep, false start on the Saints. Right, 2nd and 7 now after that penalty. Carr drops back the pass, throws it out to Thomas, and he evades one tackler and gets out of bounds. About a 15, 16-yard gain there. Yeah, they were back on the 27. Tough spot right there. That was number 38, not a player I'm super familiar with. Brown. And then Kenny Moore came over and got him out of bounds. But all right, and they bring Taysom Hill in on 1st down, and he runs it straight up the middle for about 8 yards. Like, let me know what you think about that in the comments, because do you think it's beneficial to have a guy like Taysom Hill and then take your quarterback? Yeah, can you see Harrison Jr. and Downs together? Wow, yeah, that would be a great combination. If we can get Harrison Jr. They run it right up the middle on 3rd and 1 and get about 3 or 4. So Saints pick up a 1st down. They're rolling a little bit now inside 9 minutes. And all right, we got 1st and 10 here. We need some pressure. We need pressure. get at Carr, no pressure, and the guy's wide open. And Chris Olave catches a ball. We couldn't be so lucky for them to suspend him for this game for driving 70 and a 35. But I guess, you know what? That's just a speeding ticket, I guess. It was reckless, but... Olave, he is on my wife's fantasy team, though. That's the only reason I've known how bad he's been all season, because he has been worthless. All right. Saints run the ball on first down. Colts cover it up pretty good. He may have got a yard and a half or two. There's a flag on the play. This is going to be a holding, or I don't think it's a face mask late on the Colts. They call defensive holding on that. They rarely ever call defensive holding, and that was a bull crap call right there. He did grab for a second, and Taysom Hill is taking it all the way in for the touchdown. The Colts just seemed like they were on roller skates right there, and like they weren't really ready for... They do a good job of getting him out there, Taysom Hill, and... Like, it's just hard to recognize when he's going to... They got to do a better job of recognizing when he's in the game, because we know he can't throw the ball very well. And he's great at running it like that. So, well, this game is turning out to be... I mean, the Colts are it's crazy that the Colts are one of the highest scoring teams in all of football, because you just don't see that. Like, you think there'd be other teams scoring a lot more points than the Colts are, but they're like one of the only team that scored more than 20 points in, I think, every game but one. They scored more than 20. 14-17 now. Tough play right there. Yep. I mean, it's like Kenny Moore and Hill, they're about the same speed right there, running towards the corner. Add a commercial break here. And I might order some food up in here. Thinking about ordering some barbecue, or yeah, I'm in Fort Wayne, and this place, Lucille's Barbecue, absolutely awesome. Brisket, these like big Texas brisket sandwiches. I keep thinking that these games are going to be really low scoring because Minshew is the quarterback, and that they're going to have more of like these grinded out games with these teams like this, and then they end up being pretty entertaining games. I mean, the game last week was really fun to watch. Oh yeah, Franklin is hurt. That's not good. Every week what I do is normally rewatch the game on Monday or Tuesday and just watch the line and just kind of watch like certain players on defense. And this Franklin guy has been, I mean, even in this game so far, he's had some really crushing tackles on Kamara. And Leonard is just not moving like his true self. He's just not been able to get back to form. So all right, Minshew under center. We got another one of these. I don't know what they call that formation. They're like two guys off ball and one guy in motion. Just throws it away. Yeah, and there's Franklin. Hopefully he can come back. I don't know what is wrong with him. All right, they said he landed on his right knee funny. Hopefully he can come back in the second half. He is one guy. He does have an awesome podcast called like In the Trenches. I don't know if he just started that this week. Yeah, him and EJ Speed. Definitely a good thing to check out. Yeah, right knee. I mean, I hope he can come back. All right, flag on the Colts here. Yeah, I appreciate the info because when I do these live streams, I can't have the volume on, so because I think she was just talking about what happened on his knee. 2nd and 20 now for the Colts. Ooh. Oh, Minshew. No, he dropped that one. This game is starting to feel a little bit dangerous. Tight coverage. That's what happens as the game goes on for Minshew, is he can't push the ball down the field. The coverage on these shorter throws gets like tighter and tighter as the game goes on. Minshew out of shotgun, runs it up the middle with Taylor. He picks up a few yards, but the Colts are going to have to punt, and giving it right back to the Saints. Was going right under 7 minutes now. And 4th and 15, and the Colts got a punt. This is tough. I mean, this is where we can lose momentum. If you want to be on top going into halftime of this, but this game is a nail biter. It's going to be a nail biter the whole way. All right, another commercial. God, these games got me so on edge. These are some of the. These games are hard to watch. These games are like heart attack games. All right, and we're back. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Saints, and they run the ball for a few yards here. So everybody's second and like 6. Pete Carmichael, the Saints assistant coach, and the guy calling plays, he is taking a real chewing from. What I do like to prepare for these games, I like to watch a few of the Saints podcasts and the Saints. And when you hear from their, I mean, that they're a team that is, they're as frustrated right now with Carr being the quarterback, and the record is what the Colts were last year when we had all these high hopes bringing in Matt Ryan and everything. Is like the Saints are. Okay, well, something happened to Ndangbo. I mean, he just made it like, so Alubi is in. Linebacker, number 50. Well, yeah, so Leonard is not really the backup middle linebacker, even, if that tells you anything. And they throw it deep on the Colts on that play, and it is, oh my God. That is exactly what you cannot let happen, but the Colts secondary, but no excuse on a play like that. Shaheed gets wide open down the field, and they just torched the Colts. Was that like a 75-yard throw? No, it was like a 60-yard play. 59-yard pass. Whoop. Everybody went with that guy across the middle, and the Colts got Colts defense getting torched. Oh wow. Like when I do this, like all my videos say live beside them now, which is crazy. That's why that does that. Now I know. Yeah, I always wondered like Kent Sterling's videos will all say live beside them when he's not even live. But all my videos say live right now. At a commercial break right now. Right there, that's a safety, Blackman. I mean, I think he's the one that's got to be deep on that play. And he's played pretty well. I mean, he played pretty well this year. But the Colts have got to get some points now. They're not good coming. There it is. All right, Colts got the ball. Second down. Taylor runs it on first down, gets about 3-4 yards there. Jonathan Taylor, 9 rushes for 90 yards. I'm no math whiz, but that's 10 yards a carry. That's some stuff I can figure out right there. Yeah, that's what happened before. Chat. Third and 7. Sorry, everybody. Let's see this replay. He must know it's a catch if he's challenging it. Like, it's not that long of a play to challenge. Yep, his hand was under it. His hand was under the tip. So that's a catch. But the Colts, they got to challenge plays like that because 3rd and 10 is not their friend. Although the Browns proved that wrong. The Browns were the number 1 team at stopping teams on 3rd down coming into the Colts game. And the Colts converted 7 of 15 plays, and 5 of the 7 plays they converted were over 3rd and 7, I believe is what it was. So the Colts converted some long 3rd down plays against the Browns last week, which was not what they were doing leading into that game either. Got old Dean Blandino on here. But I see why the ref, because his hand was on the ground and the ball like bounced off of his hand. I see why the referee thought it did bounce off of the ground, because that's how it looked right there. It's like, what are they looking at? Like, if the ball went in between his fingers? Like, I mean, if they call this incomplete, it'd be some real. Boy, what a shitty call. How did they look at that replay? What were they looking at? All right, Downs catches it in the middle of the field. It didn't matter. All right. God, I love watching this Josh Downs. It kind of reminds me of the days when we had Stokely. We were just like, he was always open, like in the middle of the field. Minshew, the handoff, and he throws it into no man's land. Just got rid of that one. Look at these Saints receivers. Like, look how deep they're playing. Like, right there. Like, that play right there. Pierce lined up with that guy so far off of him. I mean, that's where Aaron Rodgers just does a signal and just throws it right out to him. Like, you got 10 yards in between you and the guy in front of you. Just throw it there, pick up 6, 7. Pierce is open in the middle of the field with the catch. They got about 3rd down and 3 to go, and they're lining up right around the 50-yard line here. Minshew is hobbled. Something, he does not the quickest of guys. Not that he moves that badly, but he doesn't have breakaway speed or anything like that. All right, we got 2 receivers, Pierce and Pittman, lined up, and Downs in motion on the bottom. Minshew's going to run for the 1st down, and he gets it. Oh, it took everything Minshew had to get that 1st down right there. All right, Minshew showing some real heart. He's hobbled. He's staying out there. The Mississippi Missile. All right, 1st and 10 for the Colts now. Run the ball on 1st down. They get 2 yards to Taylor. All right, runs up the middle to Taylor up the middle. I'd like to see Zach Moss out there for a couple of plays. Just Taylor's bouncing around on his, is he feeling out his ankle? Something. Going to a commercial here. Must be, are we at the 2-minute warning? Yeah, I agree. Like Downs, as Steichen has started to see that Downs is a lot more open than Alec Pierce is, and they've started to go to Downs more, the team has gotten a lot better because Alec Pierce is not open. And if you got Minshew, forcing it to Pierce or forcing it to Pittman, and Downs is wide open in the middle of the field, and Downs gets a ton of yards after the catch yards. He's so shifty once he gets the ball. And he's like one of those guys that almost seems like a ghost out there. I mean, he just runs into the middle of the field and does a great job of just staying away from the contact and stuff like that, too. At a commercial break here. And I'm probably going to order some food at closer to halftime. All right, 1st and 10 for the Colts. Sorry about that. I got to tell people to message me on here because people are sending me text messages rather than chatting on this computer. So great job by Minshew and Zach Moss. That's a tough. It is so hard to be running this way and kind of throw the ball. All right. Well, they're getting a little. That was really maybe close to maybe unnecessary roughness, but that would have been a ticky-tack call. Yeah, Cam Jordan, this is his 200th career game. He is a game changer. Maybe not as great as Myles Garrett but he's been doing it for a long time. Downs is so slippery. Hopefully he just landed on the ball right there and knocked the wind out of him. But Downs, I mean, this guy has come on and played so well as a rookie. I mean, just one of those unbelievable rookies. When was the last receiver the Colts had that you were really like, if it was maybe Gonzalez or Pierre Garcon, like guys that just came, like the last guy that was a rookie that just, like, for some reason I don't really remember like T.Y. Hilton, if he was a rookie in the year when the Colts were really bad, or Halloween's coming up, everybody. And I said this earlier in the game. I've been to the Halloween game 2 times. Probably one of the best Colts games to go to. If you can get there to the Halloween game. It is a great one. All right, 3rd and 1 for the Colts here. I think you're running with Moss up the middle. They're passing it. And he doesn't get it. Maybe they're planning on going for this. I really don't. I think they're going to kick the field goal. Just kind of came out of Minshew's hand in a funny way right there. But let's see how his feet are set up. Anytime you get these funny thrown balls, sometimes it is like you don't really move your feet to the direction you're throwing it. It's almost like when you hit a golf ball and then you realize your feet are facing, far right, and you're like, well, that's right where I was aimed. So this is the same thing throwing a football. It just kind of came out of his hand in like a real funny way. Man, that was a touchdown. Oh, yeah, now that they show that replay. Oh, my God. God, that's a missed opportunity right there. All right, halftime, everybody. Oh, I'm going to get up and stretch. Another very entertaining half of football. I mean, I would say the Colts, with this coach, with this quarterback, at least they are competitive in these games. Because, I mean, this game right here, Matt Ryan might have like 5 turnovers and, yeah, it's tough. I see some people on this chat saying, the Colts should have went for it. Halftime 21-20, and it is just got a real barn burner going here. All right, halftime stats. And if you are in northern Indiana today, this is the beginning of the nasty, nasty weather. Yeah, I'm so surprised at how high scoring some of these games are. I just think like the Saints offense has been struggling, and I mean the Colts don't have like some dynamic great offense, and so like is it just because they're bad teams or what? we're at halftime. Oh man, this is like the Colts will be 1-4 at home if they lose this game. God, I just can't imagine how. Let's look at some scores. Why do the Tennessee Titans wear Oilers jerseys? I mean, I know they moved from there, but it's the Oilers, or what it really is, the Houston Texans. Aaron Rodgers, he's warming up before these games. Oh, the Giants and the Jets. The battle of two terrible teams. Let's look at some scores around the NFL right here. Yeah, the Colts, they have to win this game. Like, Oh, Levis is playing good for Tennessee. Man, so many people were just like, all week long, I heard people bashing on Will Levis. That Kamara guy does a great job of staying on his feet. It's just NFL scores. Let's go look at the Titans. Falcons 16-13. Falcons over the Buccaneers. No, wait. No. Falcons are not playing the Buccaneers. All right, now I'm on this week. Patriots Dolphins. Dolphins are only up 17-10. All right, the game's kicking off again. Bears Chargers tonight. Let's see, what's a good afternoon game? None. They're probably going to show. Oh, Bengals 49ers at 4:25. That's going to be a good one. And the 49ers, they've lost 2 in a row. Yeah, everybody just puts the 49ers down as like world beaters every single year, no matter what. I mean, I know they have a really good roster and a really good coach, but they've not actually won the Super Bowl. Kansas City's been winning it. Yeah, Levis, 2 touchdowns, 12 of 19, 119 yards. So, keep an eye on that. Saints throws it out into the flat on 2nd and 11, and he picks up about 6 yards on that play. Leonard right here. Just watch Leonard on this play. He does not even make a move to hit that guy. He stands there and waits. I mean, I feel sorry for this guy because but yeah, when you play linebacker and you let somebody just get up on you and you're not the one making the hit on them and they come and make a hit on you. That's kind of what's happening to Leonard right now. It's like right there. He just kind of was like shuffling his feet, just waiting. Man, Franklin, he could almost hit that ball out of his hands right there. Great job by that guy hanging onto the ball and keeping it away from the defender right there so he can't knock it out. 1st and 10 now for the Saints. And Taysom Hill is in on that play. See, I don't like that. I don't like having this guy come in. If I was the Saints, I would just want my quarterback to throw that pass right there and not him. Now, Carr comes back into the game. It's 2nd and 10. Just not what I would prefer to run my quarterback in and out of the game on like a 1st down right there. I mean, I guess you're kind of keeping the Colts off balance, but Hill came in and he throws an incomplete pass. Yeah, they can keep doing that, even though he ran it in for a touchdown, but And the Colts, they got to really recognize that and call that out, like when Hill's coming in. I mean, I'm sure they talked about that all week, but I have not watched many Saints games. I had no idea that he came in that many plays like that. All right, Kamara's in the, like, yeah, that's a design play to him on that short. And Kenny Moore did a great job coming up and making that tackle. Just wrap him up. Don't go for the big hit. Just wrap him up. Take him down. Yeah, and they highlighted him. He was like lined up off tackle right there. All right, McKenzie calls for the fair catch. Colts will start their drive from the 14-yard line. Let's go, Colts. Come on. Now's the time. Get a good drive to start this first half and get back in the lead. Don't go for two. It's too early in the game. I hate these coaches that go for two in like the third quarter to try to go up by a touchdown. I think you take the touchdown if you can get a touchdown, and don't go for two until it's in the fourth quarter when you really, really need it. So and a commercial break right now. I'll tell you, doing these live streams, you realize so much how, like, there's so much commercial time where you don't really, it's just hard to fill in the time during the commercials. But I really do appreciate anybody who's joining me today, because I just started this channel a month ago. I've worked on a couple other YouTube channels. I've worked on editing videos for Guggen Squad, and then I started my own golf channel. And I just started this channel, but still just kind of in the developmental phases of this and get my media credentials for this channel and everything like that. So thank you for joining me. A lot more from this Fans Perspective channel, and I'll be putting out a lot more stuff about the Colts all year, and also Indiana basketball as well. So I'm going to cover them. I'm a huge Indiana basketball fan and Colts fan. So that will intersect here soon. Intersect. 2nd and 9 now. Minshew in the shotgun. Taylor off his right. Downs just flinched, and they got that's a mistake, but it's okay. No, I found these live streams and I started watching like Bring the Juice or a few different live streams, and I really, really like it. I mean, I have a young daughter, I have a young family. Most of the time I'm watching Indiana basketball or the Colts, and she takes a nap in the afternoon, and I just sit there alone and watch the game. So like getting on these live streams and just having somebody to talk to, it definitely helps. I mean, I just don't have access to, having a young family. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I've watched a lot of different channels the past 5 years, and I just finally decided to start my own channel. I moved back to Indiana. I grew up in Auburn, Indiana, and I've been a Colts fan my entire life. I remember the first real memories of the Colts were with Eric Dickerson and those guys in the late 80s, early 90s when they drafted like the horrible Jeff George. All right, punt is away. The Saints got the ball now, going to a commercial break. So not good that the Colts couldn't get something going on that drive. These games are tough. I will tell you, I am baffled of like watching the Thursday game and the games last week of how many Christmas commercials are. It is just crazy how many Christmas commercials are running. Like they used to wait till the day after Halloween, and now it's like 2 weeks before. I mean, I even saw some Christmas commercials in September, but it's a lot of typos in that message, but yeah, I used to live in New Jersey and just try to find Colts bars. There was like a few Colts bars I would go to, and I would just meet up with Indiana people in New York and watch the games there. And then when I moved back out here, now I have a family and all that stuff. So, I don't drink. I don't do anything like that. So getting on here and talking to people on these live streams, it just adds like camaraderie to the game. I think we've more and more we're looking at our phones and not having like real interactions, and these live streams give you some like real interactions during the games. All right, Saints got the ball back. Just came back from the commercial here. Right. Carr throws it out to the sideline, and the Colts quickly cover that up. 2nd and 5, a 5-yard gain on that play. He's getting rid of the ball quick. Their offensive line has a lot of injuries, and so I'm guessing, that was their game plan. The fact that the Colts let them get that deep pass was not good, because we should be able to get pressure. All right, first down run for the Saints there. He picks up about 13 yards and yeah, just a big hole on that shift right there. It looked like everybody was blocking down on them, and they got all our guys going in the wrong direction. First down run up the middle. He picks up about 4 yards there. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 6. That was Williams. He goes out of the game, and Kamara comes back in on this 2nd and 6. But I think it's a good time to blitz. I mean, the Colts have not been a blitzing team, and Gus Bradley does not blitz that much at all, but they got to get it after this guy. Oh, my God, wide open, and it goes right off of, Chris Olave. Oh, he was driving 70 and a 35 right there, and it bounced right off of his head. Oh, yes. Olave. Oh, my God. Well, that's not going to help my wife's fantasy team, but oh, my God. And after it hit him in the head, he looked like a mime. Like he could not find where the ball was then. So get pressure way over his head. That's what I was talking about in my video this week. Carr is famous for right there. The Colts didn't get pressure, but he felt pressure there that wasn't there, and he throws it. He throws it way over his head. Rodney Thomas on the coverage there. Rodney Thomas, was he in like man coverage on Olave on that play? Because he was running with him stride for stride. So they're just going to like do a pooch punt here. And the Colts will get the ball on the 2-yard line. Great punt. I mean, great execution of the pooch punt right there. And not enough NFL teams do what they just did right there. And that was like, he just punted it like real short. The guy just one-hopped it on the 2-yard line. He was waiting for it. So, this is going to be a long. Add another commercial here. That's going to be on the Come On Man. I mean, for sure. Oh, my God. That's going to be taunting. Maybe. I'm kind of surprised he didn't throw a taunting flag on that, but it was not very egregious, but close. It's the kind of when I see a player on my team doing that, it's like, don't stand over the guy. Like, what are you doing? All right. 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, do not step out of the back of the end zone. All right. Mo Alley Cox, who catches one. Do they give him the first down on that? This is the one guy, Mo Alley Cox. When you see him standing on the sideline, he is like the biggest dude you've ever seen. All right, first down. That was huge because now at least we can punt not out of our own end zone, and we can do a better job of kind of reversing this field position. If we can't get a long drive, this would be a crushing drive for the Saints. If we could go 98 yards right here and score a touchdown, what a crushing drive that would be for the Saints. 2nd and 3 for the Colts. He hands it up the middle, and Moss gets about 3. It's going to be like 3rd and inches. Who do you want here? You want this Moss up the middle, or he's been pulling these out. They have not been handing it off to him. Moss, and he gets out of the open space to the 40, down to the 50, and he's fighting a guy, and it gets down to about where the 35 or the 40. Moss reverses the field. Great job by him. At first, I thought somebody was going to come through the line and get a hit on him, and then he just patiently waits, and boom! Pierce with a block on the back end and springs him free. All right, and they're to the 30. They're on the 37 now. And Moss again gets hit after about a gain of 2, and then extends it to about a 5 or 6 yard drive. And he holds up the finger 1 to the silent. One more play. One more play. This dude, I like this guy. Because, like, you get shipped out of Buffalo. You know, they ship him out of Buffalo. He comes to Indianapolis. He's on a team where he thinks he's going to be the backup. Then there's all this controversy, and he just comes out. You know, he breaks his arm, and then he's played lights out. Add a commercial here. Right, 2nd and 6 for the Colts here. Minshew in the shotgun. Throws one deep. And that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And this guy's trying to run it out. Oh, no. Quentin Nelson. Boy, you don't want that guy to fall on you. Man, the Colts, big mistake. Minshew with time and just throws a floater. And that's exactly what we said he can't do. You just can't do that. He had a kind of an opening to run the ball even a little bit there, but just just the tough. All right, and the Saints are back in business now. I mean, all those great runs we just had gone. And the blink of one play. "11 consecutive losses in games with 1+ giveaway. 3rd longest active streak in the NFL. The Colts are 5-55 when they turn the ball over 4 times in a game. Second and 1 now. He hands it off. He's got the first down. It's about 5 yards there. They're at the 45.5-yard line. All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Saints. He threw it out in the flat to Hill there. So I'm trying to get more people on this chat mob. More people are text messaging me, but I'll get it. This is only my 3rd live stream so far, so I'm using some different software today, but as time goes on, we'll get more and more people in here and talk about the Colts, and that's what's fun about it. Second and 9 now. Carr drops back. Throws it out to Kamara, and he is rolling, and he gets down inside the 20, and they're in business in the red zone, down to about the 15, and yeah, this is not good. This is how momentum just changes so quickly in these games. The Colts have to win this game. It's just amazing in football how quickly you can get reversed. The momentum can get reversed if you're not careful. Like when you just throw a floater out there like Minshew did and allow him to intercept it. Oh, even when we get a field goal there, we're at an advantage going forward. Like Franklin just can't run he can't be spying on Kamara in the open field right there. that's where we do need Leonard. Like when Leonard was our middle linebacker, he had the kind of speed to run a guy like that down. And I do like Franklin. Franklin is a great tackler and everything like that. But his talent, the level of talent that he can play at is not that of Leonard. Leonard just has more quickness. 1st and 10 for the Saints now. They're at the 16-yard line. Can the Colts get a tip ball and an interception or something? Oh, good play to knock that ball out. And that was Franklin Blackman. Like, he wasn't even close to being open. So what Derek Carr thought, I mean, he just tries to squeeze balls in. Second and 10. They're going to run it up the middle and a touchdown. Just what are you doing, Colts? I mean, what are you doing? Like, they're in the kind of formation that my 7th grade team played. And so, I mean, it looked like it was going to be a run the whole way. Horse collar tackle is what I thought the penalty was. Like, now we're in a hole. Now we need that 2-point conversion. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion. But that Kamara, he just drugged that guy into the end zone. He was not going to be denied. It's amazing. I saw a stats list of touchdown and a 2-point conversion. All right, 1st and 10 for the Colts, starting from the 25. Minshew drops back. He's going deep with it. And no, he was going forward. I think his hand was moving forward, and it just came out. Hopefully. Or else this game is starting to look like a Matt Ryan game. Tano Kapasigan. That's got to be reviewed. I mean, because it's a scoring play. Most of these plays now, they let them just like, God, Minshew, he must have had somebody open deep. And This I got to listen to because his hand was going forward. Yes, we do have to answer. This is. Yeah, it's an incomplete pass. How about a face mask? Well, he had the face mask for a second. It's amazing when Tom Brady is your quarterback. They get their hand even close to his face mask. That flag's coming out. Same. I see a ton of people complaining about calls, and when we had Manning, we got all the calls. It's unbelievable. Well, not a great start to that drive, but one more play before the third quarter here. Minshew in the gun, Taylor in the backfield. Throws it out to Pittman. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards on that. So it's going to be a third and 6 when we get back. I got to hit the bathroom. crap. IU basketball just got done with their game. I guess they played today. Fourth down. Colts can't convert on 3rd and 6. It was just thrown a little bit behind him, but maybe he could have caught that. God. This game's not great right now because our defense is... All right. Get him. All right. Kamara runs it up the right side, gets about 6 yards. Okay, it's going to be like 2nd and 4 or 5 here. Kamara up the right side again. It's out to about gets the first down, and he's down about the 47. No. We need a big play. Like, we need something. We need a sack, fumble. Where is Mathis? Where is... Our defensive line needs to make a play. This is where your defense needs to make a turnover or something needs to happen here. He's going deep with it. Can we? Oh, and Rodney Thomas. The Colts get it. And they say the Colts got the interception. Rodney Thomas. Yes. He wrestles the ball. Shareed, they go deep to Shareed again, and Rodney Thomas just stays with the play. And if they review this, he took the ball away from him in the air. Yeah, and then he walks away with it. So they can't overturn this. That is exactly what we needed. Derek Carr, I mean, you're throwing the ball deep into double coverage. Like, what are you doing right there? Like, what are you doing, really? All right, that looks a little bit better on here. The shine off my. Well, we couldn't have needed that anymore. I can't believe that they reversed that call. How can they even say that? The ball was moving. I mean, let's see these replays. I thought there was no. Well, the Colts are officially getting hosed by the refs. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what. I didn't even know they were reviewing that. I thought they were just going to a commercial. Between the Alec Pierce call not being reversed and that one being reversed. Now, I know the Alec Pierce call was only a 3-yard call, but it was still cost us a timeout. These refs won't let the Colts cover the spread. That's for. Like, you know this guy's going to run the ball. Like, why are you surprised? Like, let him throw it. I would blitz this guy. I would just have everybody go 0 run blitz on this guy. Every time he's out there again. 1st and goal. They're going to run it with this guy. We're not going to be able to stop it. God, what a hose job by the referees again. Unless this guy fumbles the ball. He, like, kind of held the ball out right there and could have lost it. Just knocked the ball out of his hands. Great job by Franklin getting up in there and Leonard too. Leonard was in there on that play. God, it would be such a game changer if Leonard could come back and start. Come on, Colts. All right, they got backed up on that penalty. So second and goal, they're at like the 5. Get him. Come on, Leonard got him. He's down. I mean, there's another flag. That's holding on them. What the heck? What did that guy do? Oh my God. I mean, they called a penalty on that. I mean, seriously. And put him at the 1 yard line? Isn't that the same shit that happened to us last week? Just a total hose job. Just a total hose job. I know everybody disagreed with me, but Jim Irsay putting that statement out about the referees and all that, about having the... I don't think that's smart. Don't call out the referees. We're definitely not getting any beneficial calls again this week. You just got to be a better team, and then you'll get the calls. Boy. Oh, boy, these games. God. No, I hear it. I know he was protecting the team, but I'm just always worried about bad karma with the refs. So, I mean, a little bit about myself. I went to, not that I'm some referee, Gene, but I mean, I do have, like, I've umpired a lot of softball and baseball games and things like that. And the most annoying thing is people arguing balls and strikes. That's the first way to know that you're not going to get any beneficial call. Colts they got to score quick. The Colts have got to. There's a lot of time left. How much time is left now? 10 minutes? .10:49 on the clock. Yep, a quick score would be good for the Colts. They're going up first down, throwing it deep again, and it gets pressure, and he goes down. Wow, Washington and the Eagles are in a... Right, well, nobody in the backfield, and Taylor... All right, Pierce gets a first down for the Colts. Yeah, I mean, when they get the ball back, they're running the ball, and they might just come out with that Taysom Hill and just keep running at 3-4 yards on us every time. And we've not really had a good answer for that. All right, flags come in. Okay. Yeah, he just got there early. Minshew, this guy's not open. Throw it away. 2nd and 10 now. All right, he's lucky to get rid of that one. That could have been a sack. Now, like, they know we're not going to run the ball so much, so you can see their pass rush is really getting after us. Yeah, and everybody who comments on this live stream will be entered to win the Colts tickets and jersey that I will be giving away. I'll be giving away tickets or a jersey. Josh Downs with a catch. All right, and he makes it up to the 35. All right, the Colts are in business here. Getting down, they're almost in the red zone. And then maybe the Colts will change their defense. Gus Bradley changes his defense and blitzed Lamar Jackson in the fourth quarter. Like, he blitzed 7% of the time in the fourth quarter in that Ravens game. So the Colts are almost like in the same spot. They're going to have to. Taylor over the middle. It's about 3 there. Minshew in the gun, 2nd and 8. Minshew gets flushed out of the pocket. He's trying to find somebody downfield. Now throws it in the end zone. And Ogletree, did he catch that? There were 2 guys there covering him. Huge play for the Colts. Whoa, great catch by Ogletree. All hands. Oh, my God. This is the guy that kind of came out of nowhere. Well, like him and Will Mallory, we didn't even know who they were last year. Yeah, I totally agree. The whole time, like I was watching that Rams game, I thought he would blitz him in the fourth quarter, and he didn't at all. And by the overtime, we were so gassed too. Now, I heard some people say the team was so gassed that they couldn't like blitz because they were so gassed in the overtime. But I mean, we had no other choice. We let them just. Great catch. Colts are fighting. Are they going to go for the 2-point conversion here or wait until... No, they went. They got the point. What am I must have missed the field goal. God, when Minshew threw that, I thought that was going to be intercepted. I saw those 2 guys in the end zone, and I'm like, they're going to pick it off. But it was the angle of the camera. He really kind of had a beat on those guys, and really, God, how big is that? Oh, nobody touched him. They called him down, though. They called him down because he gave himself up. Well, it was because he gave himself up there. All right. Well, Leonard was in on that play. You gotta. Like, Leonard has just lost his confidence. I have not played any real high-level football, but I broke 8 bones in my back my freshman year of high school playing football. And that's when I started playing golf a whole lot. Because I was more of a baseball player, but back injuries will mess with your brain. They just do. Because that play. We have to, like right here. I mean, it's not do or die, but if they get a field goal, then it's a 2-possession game again. Full size. Do you need the foundation also? Or foundation and frame, or do don't deliver just on Wednesday and Sunday, but Thursday. Gotcha. Oh, you're at your zip code again, or where is that? Mark. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Full Biscayne set and frame, and then delivery to Markle. Flushing. Flushing. Yep. I couldn't remember either. Markle. numbers, they just, like the bladder, what I hear the most is like the bladders stretch after so long, then you're like at 100, then you can't like really make it any more firm.
Yeah.
It's just like a,
They first said, oh, it's the foam. You know how it's got the foam around it?
yeah.
So they made us believe it was the foam, so they sent that. Unbelievable. So that's gonna help them burn through that 2 or 3 months.
That was within the first year.
Within the first year, yeah.
Yeah, like that
So they
shit.
came right out and they said, oh, this is amazing, that's what it was, and then it was like, within a few months, it was.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, see, that's what I hear from people, they're like, mine's at 100 and it's all squishy.
Mhm.
And, you know, old ones, every bit of 50 like new ones. They started,
Well, there was an aftermarket company that we got a hold of and we started replacing it yourself, but it
Little
would
valves here and
replace.
there that would break, cause it was like $10 for a valve for the air mattress thing.
Yeah.
And then we replaced everything with some other stuff, and
yeah.
turbo controls, they like these that stopped working years ago.
Yeah.
We just finally decided, well, let's take the time and put the key in.
So these are all just our terms in the store, it's not a layaway, it's not a special order, show you the delivery on here.
Yeah, so we sent them parking up from the other place and there's this one that's this many miles away, there's this one that closes at 5, I'm like, well, let's go see if it closes, it's the soonest out of all of them, so.
I appreciate it.
We just put the warranty to encourage your boy wakes up happy every morning. No grumpies in the morning. And he can tell you to sleep well.
He kicked my shit.
Do I need to sign this one then?
Yeah, and all the terms are on the back here. And yeah, of the warranty, it's a manufacturer's warranty, but I mean, the biggest reason why like, moisture in the mattress. Now these, I like that they made the color darker, cause all the like pure white mattresses, you can really tell like stains, but that definitely just to know, like if you do spill something in the mattress, it can make your mattress like malfunction, if it's like water down in the coils and that kind of thing. But just keep a protector, or even if it's a pad or something that just keeps that moisture barrier. Alright.
You don't require a certain one.
Anyone,
Places
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Be careful if you wash them, cause many people will like put them in the dryer and it like melts that plastic backing and then it like.
Yeah.
We have them on like that. Yeah, the other place was you had to buy their $80 mattress, so you didn't get them.
Yeah, $80 for the cheap one.
For the cheap one,
Mhm.
that protects it.
That's just all apply. Like,
Yeah.
nowhere on the law tag of any mattress, it
Yeah.
says, if you just keep moisture out of the mattress, like you could take plastic from your house and put it on there and it's gonna be the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
But,
It was $80 or you didn't get the warranty.
yeah, but the warranty is just,
Yeah.
so if you didn't put a protector on there and you had that mattress for 5 years, and then you took a picture of it and sent it to me that it caved in, it wasn't visible that there was any water, your warranty's completely intact still. I mean, it doesn't matter. And same with the adjustable bases, they'll try to tell you like you have to buy a foundation, as long as your foundation's like flat, level surface, you don't have to buy it to keep any warranty intact.
Just salesman trying to get more
Yeah.
money.
We just don't like do that type of thing. Or try to push financing on people for $6,000 mattresses they can't afford.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
But thank you very much. Thursday, we'll see you Thursday 1 to 3 and get that all set up for you.
Sounds good. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for coming in.
Enjoy what's left of your weekend.
Yeah, you too. Now we're finally to the like gray days of November for
Yeah.
4 months.
The gray shade days.
Yeah. 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 Have a good afternoon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, thank you for saying. Well, I'm sorry I had to leave for just a second, but thank you so much for joining me, Mr. Fulton. I am upset as well. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to make a reaction video to the Colts and watch the last little bit that I just missed there. But thank you for everybody that tuning in for this live stream. Sorry I got pulled away there at the very end. And bad day for the Colts. A lot to be positive about, but we just don't have that. We don't have that killer instinct to win these games in the end, and then we can see what happened there when the Colts just couldn't stop them. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to make a reaction video about this right now.